Hey, what's happening? It's David Peacock here. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday and getting ready to start the weekend. What I want to talk about today, and the majority of the people in this group understand that what we give energy to grows. So if we know that what we give energy to grows, if we do know that, then why do we give energy to what we don't want? So if we're giving energy to what we don't want, that means what we don't want is going to grow. So why do we do that? It's based off our conditioning, right? Now, let's take a look at how powerful our conditioning is. Yes, I do have this little whiteboard here, so I'm going to do some drawing here for you guys, but let's understand that 96 to 98% of our results, perceptions, and behaviors are subconscious, which means 2 to 4% are conscious. So let's even split the difference. Let's just go 97% subconscious, 3% conscious. Okay, and I'll come back to what I'm referring to with this, but what if we could use that 97% power with the discipline of the 3% to overcome itself? Not even really needing to use discipline, but just the conscious decision to do so. I'll explain what I mean by that. But I'm going to give you an example of how powerful that subconscious programming is. Right? Let's take an example for us, for example. Like every morning, you go to put your pants on, your underwear on, whatever, you put the same foot in every day. If you don't believe me, be aware of that. Tomorrow morning, you go to put your pants on, notice what foot you put in first, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day. You put the same foot in first every time. Consciously try to put the other foot in first. It feels awkward, it's weird. Like running with your opposite hand, brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. It's awkward, it feels weird. Unless you're someone that consciously does that, like practices with both hands, or is aware that they put the same foot in every morning, right? It's just start to become aware of the things you do habitually, right? Like that 97% is all habit. It's all programming. Now, again, majority of the people on this call would also have either heard of the word paradigm or understand what a paradigm is. Call it paradigm, conditioning, programming, whatever you want to call it. Let's take a look at how powerful this programming is, okay? So we're going to do a little drawing here for you guys. Now the sun. Oh, damn, see? You gotta have fun with it too, okay? So the sun, we have the sun here. And then we got this here. I'm going to draw. Let's draw. Cactus. Okay, you guys see that? We got the sun, we got cactus, and I'll explain what this is right here in a second. We need one more thing for this drawing here. That's this little stinger there. That's a sand wasp, okay? Desert sand wasp. Now, like I was saying, that 97% programming, subconscious, is where the power lies. Now, what this sand wasp does is gathers food. So let's say the food's in its mouth right here, okay? Gathers food, puts the food on the edge of the hole, goes in its hole, looks for enemies, no enemies, comes back out, grabs the food, goes in and eats it. Okay? That's what it's programmed to do. Now, what these scientists did was every time the bee or the wasp would go in the hole, they would move the food. So they would move the food back over here. Okay? So the wasp would go in, check for any enemies, come back out, food's gone. Food's gone. So, okay, comes back out, grabs some food, puts it on the edge of the hole, goes in the hole, make sure there's nothing in there, good, comes out, food's gone again. Goes out, grabs some more food, edge of the hole, in, comes back out, food's gone. And then he does this until it dies. This wasp died of starvation. The food was in its mouth. Now this just goes to show you how strong the programming is. Nature operates perfectly. So we have the ability to choose, right? We have the ability to choose what it is we want in our life, how we want our life to be. So let's look at that. That 97% and 3%. So what if we could use this 97% to overcome itself with just making a conscious decision right here? So let's talk about that. Using this 97% power. So average person has, let's break this down. Average person has 76,000 thoughts a day. There's no way we are consciously aware of all our thoughts in a day. But if we want to know what we're thinking, just look at our results. Our results don't lie. Okay? The secret to success, and everyone will agree, that the secret to success is that we become what we think about. Now, you can play with the words in that and talk about what we image or picture or whatever, but it's become what we become what we think about. Okay? So listen lies the power. Now, let's take it even a step further back. Okay? When you made your great debut on planet Earth, let's look at a human baby. It is the most helpless mammal on the planet. When a human baby when we bring it in to make its great debut, it needs that love, it needs that nurturing for 5, 6, 7 years. If a gazelle needed 5, 6, 7 years of that kind of nurturing, there wouldn't be any more gazelles left. It needs to be able to run or it's going to get eaten by a lion. Okay? Now, when we make our great debut on planet Earth, all our environment, all the energy that is given to us is accepted. Okay, so that's our conditioning. That's what makes up this 97%. Is the things that we've held on to as child, or beliefs as child. Like go back to that sand wasp, it's programmed to do that. That's just how they operate. And you disturb that operation, it's going to kill the sand wasp. So, using that, let's go back to that 97% power. Right? The subconscious power. So all this information, all this energy that we've accepted from a child, we still carry a lot of. Okay? That lies the paradigm. That's where that word paradigm comes in. A paradigm is a multitude of habits that are stored in the subconscious. Okay? Now, what if we could use this 97% power against itself with a conscious decision with this 3%? So as we go back to like I'm talking about as a child, right? All the energy that we're given from a child, like limiting beliefs on money, limiting beliefs on love, or how love actually looks, and relationships actually looks, or health actually looks. All these ideas, information, and energy was given to us as a child. So we see how we grow into similar to our parents, similar to the environment we're conducive with. It all makes sense. The point of attraction is all right there for you. Okay? So we make a conscious decision. We want a goal. We want to choose something. We want to earn more money. We want to release weight. We want the love of our life. We want better health. Whatever it may be, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. Nothing changes until this changes. Nothing changes until the paradigm changes. The conditioning, the programming, nothing changes until it changes. So if we could use the power of this with the conscious decision of this to overcome itself, to create a new program, a new paradigm, a new conditioning. So how do we do that? Get yourself into a state of being, of pure essence. Right? You're not thinking about anything, just in pure essence. Use a word that resonates with you. Right? It's almost like a state of meditation, just being in alignment, pure essence, just you. Right? Whatever that word that resonates with you, like, I am strong, I am confident, I am abundance, I am prosperity, I am opulence, I am love, I am God. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever resonates with you. To put yourself into that state of being, the power lies. And then using this conscious decision to use that power against itself. Because we know that this is what the conditioning is. Back to that wasp. Right? This is where the power is. This is where you're putting your same foot in every morning. You're using the same hand to brush your teeth every day. This is what that power is. So if we get ourselves into that feeling state, the feeling state of being, and we make a decision to reprogram the subconscious through visualization, through autosuggestion, through meditation. Practice these things. We all know what to do, but we don't do it. It's not hard to change this programming. It's not hard, but we just won't do it. We just won't do it for whatever reasons. The excuses are you can make a million excuses of why you're not going to do what you said you were going to do. But don't beat yourself up, because this is your point of attraction. As soon as you start to use this 3%, this 97% is looking for what it normally feels like. So if it's looking what it normally feels like, it's going to over-trump this 3%, isn't it? So use this against itself. There's all this information out in the world. We have all the information at our fingertips, on our phones, on our computers. All the information's there. All you gotta do is do what they're telling you to do. Buy a book and read 3 sentences. Do with those 3 sentences. Apply those 3 sentences. You don't need to read thousands of books. Apply what the books are telling you. Apply what we already know. It's not rocket science. It's not hard. That's the power. Use the power against itself with a conscious decision. Think about that this weekend. Apply it this weekend, and it'll change your life. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great day. Keep smiling.